You're listening to Real Talk.
And here's the thing: I would go to restaurants, and I wouldn't have to pay for my meal because they'd be like, "It's your boy."
Bullcrap.
I swear.
Where did this happen?
Chiloso.
Someone said, I'm paying for your boy's meal.
He didn't pay. He was a worker. He just let me slide.
What?
Yeah. I have friends at Chiloso, but this wasn't somebody I knew. Hey, hi, hello, hey,
All right. Hey, Carson. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I was getting into it.
A little too excited about this holiday episode of
I
Real Talk.
love the holidays, Thomas.
Oh, it's such a great time of year.
Isn't it?
Season of receiving
Giving.
and also receiving.
That's
Tons of
That's
gifts.
a Friends quote, right?
I don't know. I haven't watched that show.
Oh, yeah. Probably a good thing.
Yeah, no, I don't watch a lot of television shows these days.
See, I've watched all of Friends. I've watched all of Seinfeld, all of Frasier. I'm a big television watcher.
I haven't watched Seinfeld. I know you don't.
You should be
don't
ashamed
like that.
of
I know you
yourself.
don't like that about me. Carson's a gigantic Seinfeld fan.
I don't mind Friends either. I'm just horning around.
What I kind of watched was like, I feel like a normie saying this, but I watched like The Office.
Yeah, it's not a bad show.
No,
Hey, did you ever
good
watch
show.
Breaking Bad?
Love Breaking
That's
Bad.
phenomenal
Such a good
pictures. See what I did
Multiple.
there? There's multiple pictures.
Lots of them, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ending was amazing.
Yeah. Did you watch El Camino?
Definitely not. No one
Really?
asked. No one asked for that.
Really? You didn't watch it?
No.
I'm actually surprised you didn't.
No, I tried. I couldn't get into it. I don't even count it as watching it.
Interesting.
Yeah. But that was a fantastic show for sure. Guys, Real Talk is not dead. I've been
Thanks for clarifying that, Thomas.
Yeah, on this podcast actually. Haven't been posting on the Instagram the last 5 days or so. I've been very busy, caught up in moving out of my apartment. I got a jury summons. You want to talk about that? I got a jury summons.
How does that make you feel? Does it make you
Dude,
feel like you're an adult?
It's so stupid, okay? Because the government's going to listen to this and they're going to put a warrant out for my arrest because I'm talking shit about them. But
Thomas, please be respectful and kind.
to the government? Dude, no one is respectful and kind to the government. They just impeached Trump, dude. That's as disrespectful you can get.
Yeah. It is kind of a savage move.
Yeah, but you know what? We're not going to talk about politics on this podcast.
No, this is for film lovers.
Guys, what you just got was neutral journalism. No one said Carson's about to explode.
That's hilarious.
That was completely neutral journalism.
That wasn't biased.
It wasn't biased at all.
Yep.
I was just saying they impeached Trump. Who? Don't know.
They
Haven't watched the
literally
news.
put him in a peach.
They impeached Trump.
You've ever heard James and the Giant Peach by Roald Dahl?
You know the author of that book? I guess probably most people do. I just don't read that much. I spend most of my time.
He wrote Willy Wonka, bro.
There's a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's a film podcast, dude, because I don't read that much. And it's not a point of pride. I'm not proud of it.
He's proud of it.
I'm not proud of it. I wish I enjoyed it, but it's just I find it boring. The words always fall off the page, and I can't finish a book.
That just means you haven't found the right book yet.
Give me a good book. Give me a recommendation right now.
Okay, actually, a really good book that I'm really in love with this author, Malcolm Gladwell. Phenomenal author. I think he's won all kind of prizes, but real famous. But you should read Outliers, The Story of Success by Malcolm Gladwell, and it's talking about how every little thing we do can influence whether we succeed or not.
Oh, wow.
Even to the point of when you were born.
There's one that I was wanting to read that a friend of mine, Katie, was reading at one point, called Herding Tigers, I think. And it's about leading creative people. So it's about kind of being in that role of leadership.
Yeah, because that's a hard thing to do.
It's a lot different than if I'm not saying non-creative people, but there's definitely
it's like the right side of the brain, the left side of the brain.
Yeah, there's definitely left brain jobs. You know, architects. That's very logical, straight.
Wait, which one is logical and which one's creative?
Creative is right brain, I believe. Let me look it up to make sure because I don't want to be presenting false information here on Real Talk.
Fake news.
Fake news. Again, neutral, completely neutral. No one's talking about their political views.
We know that you're listening to this podcast right now to learn about movies and be engulfed in the creative minds of Carson S. Davis and Thomas Milder.
But we're also here to entertain.
Yeah, that's very true.
We got to entertain the people. What were we going to Google?
Left and right side of the brain.
Left and right brain. Left side of the brain is responsible for controlling the right side of the body. That's not what we're looking for. That's not what we're looking for at all. No, like the creativity. Okay, wait, here we go. Here's a cartoon. Right brain functions: art awareness, creativity, imagination, intuition, insight.
Yeah, you were right. Tom.
Music awareness, 3D forms, left-handed control. And then we've got the left brain functions: analytic thought, logic, language, reasoning, science and math, written, numbers and skills, right-hand control. So I think
if you dig deep down into your brain, you'll remember that our sophomore chemistry teacher had a MacBook cover with the left and the right brain on it.
I do remember that. Wow. That's such a stupid, like there's so many better things that could be taking up room in my brain than that memory.
Yeah.
But it's there. No, but I think I had like what's that operation called? Like a hemispherectomy or something where they like
Hysterectomy?
No, that's your uterus. That's your uterus,
my
Carson.
bad.
I'm talking about like whenever they remove like an entire hemisphere of your brain. I think they removed my left brain.
Oh, okay.
Like I like analytic thought, logic, language, reasoning, science, and math.
That doesn't work for you.
None of that shit works for me. I can't do it. But yeah, what about you? Are you left or right brain?
I'm both. I would say.
Okay. So you get the best of both worlds.
But I'm not very good at math. I'm very bad at math. You should see my SATs.
You should see my SATs. You know, I have to take a test to get into the worst school in Texas that I haven't even had time to take. Basically, I think it's the TSI, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I've got to take it. Determines whether or not you're like, if you like should be put in like remedial math or not, or like if you need like the easy classes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I don't have to take a test to tell you whether or not I need to be in the easy classes or not, dude. Put me in the easiest stuff. Because first of all, I'm only going to be at this school for one semester. It's like, I'm just trying to take some like bullcrap classes.
Wait, you're only going to be there for one semester?
Yeah, Colin.
Oh, you're going to Colin.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about UNT.
It's like online. No, UNT, I'm hoping to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like I can tell you right now, I don't need to take a test to tell you that I'm a stupid kid. You know, I've already taken 2 of those tests, the ACT and the SAT.
Yeah. What was easier for you?
Honestly, I think they were equal because I think the SAT is you know it's math and English.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, I'm a little bit better at science. Or physics, should I say. Chemistry is a little bit, as we know,
Chemistry corner.
out of my area of expertise.
Donnie, you're out of your element.
Yes.
It's a Big Lebowski quote, by the way.
Yeah. But at ACT, everyone's like telling you like, oh, don't worry about it. It's easier because there's like science on it and science is nothing. You're like, fuck you, dude. Science is on it, but it's science math questions.
Please don't say the F word.
It's math that is worded. It's like basically it comes down to, okay, Sally has 11 test tubes. Subtract 8 test tubes. What do you have? Obviously, it's a lot more complicated than that, but it kind of summarizes what the ACT is. It's not science based. It's math and science form, which is bullshit. Okay, and I get upset about this because I'm really dumb. Anyways, Carson, your turn to talk.
Thanks for that little tirade there. So let's just reiterate that this is the Real Talk first annual Christmas time, holiday time, guys. Episode.
Shout out to all you Jewish people, all of you Christians, Catholics, all the religions out there that have a holiday during this season. There's lots of those going on, so just Merry Holidays.
Happy holidays.
Merry Holidays. To all of you. Y'all like our new Christmas music? Carson does.
Okay. Jeez. I thought it was good. If you listen to the end of this podcast, you're gonna be in for a real treat.
That's true. We had a little bit of conversation before this and a little playing around with some buttons. So stay tuned because we've got some pretty interesting ways to close out this podcast. Guys, first, I just want to thank everybody. We had our official Real Talk launch last Tuesday with the episode 2. It performed wildly beyond our expectations. We expected to have 2 people listen to this. We had way more.
How much did we have, Thomas?
Are we just gonna tell everybody
our numbers,
our analytics?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, between 2 episodes, I've already built this up to where it seems like, what did they get? Like 1,000?
Yeah.
74 total plays.
74.
But when your expectations are as low as having your dad listen to it, which he did. My dad did listen to it, gave me some feedback on this.
Yeah. He said to stop cursing.
Well, we'll see about that, Dad. Estimated audience size 37. So, I just want to thank everyone that listened, gave us feedback, and just thank you for all you've done.
Make sure to shout us out on Instagram.
Yeah, you know what? While we're on that, shout out to Podman8. The only guy on Apple Podcasts to leave us a review. Carson, will you pull up that review, please?
Keep talking though.
We asked you guys in the last episode, hey guys, leave us a review. One person did it, and it was this guy named Podman8. Do you have it pulled up?
Podman8. Oh, Thomas.
What?
Oh, this isn't ours.
You're looking at someone else's reviews.
Yeah. Apparently, there's multiple Real Talks.
Yeah, there is, but this one's the best, so don't listen to those.
Yeah, don't listen to
Dude, if another Real Talk starts listening to this, they're gonna hate us. Hey, other Real Talks. But yeah, thank you, Podman8.
Podman, the GOAT.
What did he say? Can you find it yet?
I can't find this, Thomas.
I feel like I'm just dragging this on so we can get past this. And
I can't find it, bro.
Oh,
can't find
shoot. Well, probably just look it up on your phone and it'll be way faster than the computer.
Yeah,
so
Thomas,
look at this.
I never
you
thought
click
of it
on it.
like
You
that.
do this. Podman8 says entertaining. The name of the
Podman8.
The name of the review is said. Who are these guys?
We're us.
5 stars. Entertaining, knowledgeable, fun listening, guys. You heard it here first.
Oh wait, Thomas.
Podman8.
He said, "Who are these guys?" We forgot to introduce ourselves.
I'm Thomas Milder.
And I'm and it's your boy, Carson S. Davis. It's your boy. Give me that.
I cut that off a little bit. Want to do that again?
Yeah.
All right. I'm Thomas Milder.
And it's your boy, Carson S. Davis. It's your boy.
There we go. This podcast is, I think, worse than the first one.
I think
this one's going horrible.
This one's going right down the can.
Guys, you heard it here. Worst podcast on Spotify. But not according to Podman8.
Podman8 thinks this is...
Thank you, Podman.
Yeah. Hey, Podman, we love you. We're gonna ship you a Real Talk shirt.
No, well, we don't have those. So
theoretically, if we had them, I would ship them to Podman.
One day, guys, if we can get our total plays after this episode, if we can get our total plays for this episode up to, let's say, 40 Real Talk shirts.
Real Talk shirts on the way. OTW.
Yeah. And you know what? That's going to bring me right into something that was originally supposed to go at the end of the show. If you want a shirt and you want to support Real Talk, here's what you can do. Real Talk is brought to you by you, guys.
Thomas, stop going. No, hey.
There it is. Real Talk is brought to you by you.
By you.
If you what the okay. Real Talk is brought to you by you. Guys, we love doing this podcast.
We love doing this podcast.
It gets better every time. Hopefully. Every time. But guys, we do this for free. We're doing this in my bedroom.
We're not getting any money.
If you want to support the podcast, you can go to anchor.fm and go to our Real Talk page.
Real Talk.
and you can support the podcast. You can donate as little as 99 cents.
As little as 99
a
cents.
month.
A month.
Any and all donations are greatly appreciated.
Greatly
Guys,
appreciated.
please visit Real
Please
Talk
visit.
on Anchor to become a supporter and potentially get a Real Talk t-shirt sent your
Real
way.
Talk t-shirt. Ooh.
Guys, thank you for that. Anyways, let's get back into the podcast.
That was all improv, by the way.
Yeah, that was totally not supposed to happen. Okay, so it is the holidays. This is a movie podcast. Holiday movies. Carson, what is your favorite? What is the one that you watch every single year? It's the first thing you think of. You're like, okay, it's the Christmas season. I gotta watch.
You already
blank.
know. You
What?
already know. You already know.
What is it? I don't know. No one knows.
Every year, Christmas Day, right?
Right.
I think it's TBS, or maybe it's like the ABC Freeform.
Okay.
They
Is that
play
the
a
same one where
Christmas
they
story.
do all those Hallmark movies?
No.
Okay.
They do a Christmas story for
We should talk about
24
those.
hours.
A
On
Christmas,
Christmas
a
Day.
Christmas story.
A Christmas story. It's the
20
best.
they just play it on like rerun, like
for
they just like redo it for like
from 12 p.m. at midnight
to 12 p.m.
to 11:59.
Wow.
They just blast.
Why do you
Christmas.
like it? What do you like about it?
It's just such a wholesome family show, and it's just classic. You know, it's Ralphie.
It is a classic.
You'll shoot your eye out. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't beat that.
Mhm.
Peter Billingsley is Ralphie. It was just perfect.
Yeah.
An interesting little anecdote. The guy who narrates Christmas Story,
Yeah.
the narrator, he plays like adult Ralphie, but you never see him. You just hear his voice.
Yeah.
That guy was Marv in Home Alone.
No way.
Yep. Wait,
Wow.
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Well, we should fact check that because we don't
No,
want to be presenting
I
any
think
wrong
I'm wrong.
information.
I think I'm wrong. I think he did the Wonder Years, the TV show, the Wonder Years narration. of
Okay.
Christmas Story.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Um.
I apologize to our viewers for the fake news.
Yeah. Anyways, guys. Okay. So Carson's favorite movie, A Christmas Story. Who
Christmas
directed
Story.
that?
Bob Clark.
Bob Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right, guys. My favorite, guys. The other day, what's today? We record these podcasts on Sunday, so Saturday night. So last night, no, Friday night.
Mm.
Sam, she took me to this is my Christmas present, right? She took me to the Majestic Theater, in Dallas to watch a showing of Elf, which is my favorite Christmas movie.
It's a classic.
And you know what? I hadn't watched it. I guess I'd like matured a lot in the last year or something. I don't know. But like, because I watch it at least once every year, right?
Yeah.
In the holiday season. Completely different movie than I remember it. Completely different. I kind of like picked up on more things that it's like I'd never even noticed were there. One astounding thing that I noticed was how young Will Ferrell is in that.
Yeah.
He has aged a lot
Yep.
since that movie came out. And I don't know when that came out. I think it was early 2000s.
I think it's 2001.
Yeah. Elf, let's Google that, came out in 2003.
2003.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had either was still doing SNL or he had just finished doing SNL.
Yeah.
And there's this interview where he was saying that they did a lot of the exterior shots in New York, of course.
Yeah.
And he said New Yorkers were so hard on him. They were like making fun of him in the streets for this SNL guy in like tight yellow tights. It's just,
Yeah, yellow ties in the elf costume, just hopping around on the
hopping
crosswalk.
around the crosswalk. Yeah.
Yeah.
The world's best cup of coffee. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Hi,
No,
buddy.
and
Hope you find your dad.
You know who was actually really good in that movie? You didn't see her in a lot of stuff before that was Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah.
What was...
Zoe Deschanel.
Yeah, because that movie came out in 2003. What did she do before that?
I don't know. I know she was in that TV show for a while called New Girl.
Yeah, but I think that was after.
Yeah, that was like 2010s.
Yeah, I mean, I did watch that show. Did you ever watch that?
I've seen a few episodes, but I never got into it.
I kind of liked it. It was interesting.
No, she was in some movies. I'm looking here. She was in some movies before then. Looks
Big
like
roles?
she might have had a role in Almost Famous. That's a classic
Okay.
with Billy Crudup and
Oh,
Phil Hoffman.
your favorite.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to talk about that? I got to watch a couple episodes of The Morning Show, which is
Oh.
what Carson has been just raving about.
Oh, it is
And you know
such
what?
a banger.
For good reason. That show is awesome.
Yeah. They just had the season 1 finale
Mm-hmm.
last night or Friday. I watched it. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Unfortunately, I don't have Apple TV Plus. I'm going to have to get that, though, because I made it to episode 2 before they said, nuh-uh. Can't watch any more. Can't watch any more without paying us.
I love the beautiful Apple product placement in that television show.
Yeah.
Let's just use this little shot of the iPhone buzzing.
Yeah, look at this beautiful laptop.
Look at this Mac.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The only movie in history to not put something over the logo. Or fucking like iCarly make it a pear.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. But an Apple TV show, they just made it a
covered
pear.
the apples.
The pear phone. It's in the shape of a pear. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember that.
All right. Yeah, but it was amazing. Like you said, Billy Crudup.
Such a legend.
Yeah, he was really good. You know, I was a little disappointed because I didn't know anything about the show going into it.
Yeah.
Just that it was amazing. I was hoping Steve Carell would not play the role that he is that he's playing. You know?
But it's an interesting take 'cause he never does stuff like that.
Right, but he's really good at it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, first 5 minutes, you're kind of like, what is Steve Carell doing? No, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then after that, you totally buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston, just in the first episode.
She's great.
Just in the first
She's great in it.
I haven't seen her do anything that impressive in a long time. Not gonna lie.
Nah, this is her role of a lifetime, I think.
Yeah.
Acting wise, like she'll never like Rachel Green while it's
she'll never top this.
But this is just a phenomenal role for her.
Right. Yeah, no, it's really good. And it is nominated for a couple Golden Globes.
Speaking of, we have our ballots.
We do have
here.
our ballots here. What is she nominated for?
Morning Show's nominated for Best TV Series Drama.
Actress.
For Best.
She's not nominated for Best Actress. Oh, wait.
Yes, she is. She's nominated for Best Actress for a drama, along with Reese Witherspoon, who's our opposite.
Where do you see her? Jennifer?
It's big bolded letters, Thomas, that say Actress Drama.
I'm looking at that.
It's in the television section, Thomas.
Oh, I'm looking at the movie section.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, right brain. I don't have a left brain. I cannot analyze things, apparently.
Hey, Thomas, it happens to the best of us. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, the morning show. I made fun of it last episode for the title.
Yeah, but now it makes sense,
like
doesn't
that.
it?
I mean, it makes sense, but even then, like,
because it's kind of there's also a little. I watched this interview with one of the writers. He said he wanted to name the show Top of the Morning because it was like everybody's fighting to be at the top, and then it's like top of the morning to you.
I like that.
Yeah.
Then they went with a safer option.
They went with the morning show.
The morning show. Which, I mean,
I like the name.
It works, but it's like it's nothing you've ever heard. It's nothing you've never heard 1,000 times before.
That's the point, though. Is because it's supposed to make something that everybody thinks they know, and then make them believe, oh, you don't know what's really going on.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely a lot more going on behind the scenes than I had originally anticipated. But yeah, who else is in?
You got Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, Steve Carell.
Yeah,
Billy
she
Crudup.
was the first actor in that I noticed that I was like, okay, wow. Because she's been nominated a couple times.
Yeah,
I mean, like what she do? Wild, is that one that everyone liked?
Yeah, she did that. She's in I know a long time ago she did a TV movie.
She was in Mud, that one with Matthew McConaughey.
You're right. And
Yeah.
she did what's that one? I think it might be a Disney movie or something.
Legally Blonde.
Yeah, Legally Blonde.
Yeah, I don't think that's Disney.
Oh, she was Joaquin Phoenix's wife in Walk the Line, where he was Johnny Cash.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And,
so she's had quite a few.
You know what's
good
funny
roles.
is that she played Jennifer Aniston's sister in Friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then they did this show together.
That's funny. So
Yeah.
they have a history.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they definitely had some chemistry on that show.
Yeah, they did really good.
Yeah. But honestly, okay, so I think what I'm gonna do about it this whole free trial thing. I'm just gonna get the free trial and binge the entire show because I don't want to give Apple my money because I hate when they do that.
Why don't you want to give Apple your
But at
money?
the same time, like, I might just take the money I'm spending on Disney Plus and give it to Apple TV.
Yeah, because I mean,
Well, how much is Apple TV? $5
a month.
That's it?
Yeah, $4.99.
Wow. Okay.
Apple sponsor us now. We just gave you a free plug.
If we got, dude, we're asking for the most impossible sponsors: Nerf and Apple. Real Talk is brought to you by Apple. Real Talk is brought to you by Nerf. But in actuality, Real Talk is brought to you by you guys.
Yeah, it's brought to you by you.
Head over to anchor.fm.
Oh yeah, listen to this. Here's an interesting little anecdote. So HBO's top show for years until it just recently ended was Game of Thrones. Correct? Right. So for the last season, HBO gave Game of Thrones, I think it was $85 or $95 million to make the last season.
Wow.
Apple's first show on their new streaming network. Do you know how much money they gave them for the first season?
So this is morning show?
Yeah. $300 million for 10 one-hour-long episodes.
Jesus Christ. That's more than like... Hold on.
$300 million.
That is like more than 99% of movies ever made.
Yeah. $300 million.
Let me just look up Endgame budget.
I think that was in the billions.
No, it wasn't. $356 million.
No
So the
kidding.
morning show was just under the Endgame budget.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. And that's not even a flashy show. You could do that show for so little money.
Well, like the sets are very important.
Right, but I mean, those sets exist all over the place.
I guess.
And you could build one for a micro portion of that money, like microscopic.
Well, you also got to think, they listen to the star power they brought in for that show, though.
Yeah, I would imagine a
You know
lot
how much
of that
money?
went to the stars, but
You know how much money Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon made each for one
I think
episode?
I heard like $3 million an episode.
$2 million an episode.
$2 million. Jesus Christ.
That is
And how many
so baller.
episodes are there?
10. So they got 20 million. They cleared 20 million.
What is, I mean, I guess you would know more than me. What is kind of like, I guess, I mean, I know it ranges, but say an A-list actor, what is kind of what they get per movie?
It's very like, it's kind of secretive. Like, people don't like
Yeah.
to talk about it, obviously. I know, like, I think SAG-AFTRA, if you're a member of that, your minimum rate is like $600 a day or $2,000 a week or something like that.
Right, but I mean, there's like
But
A-list.
A-list, yeah,
are
A-list,
like,
you're gonna be. I mean,
they're running SAG.
yeah, they're. I can't give you an honest answer. I know
Oh,
one time I looked up
for
like,
everyone listening who doesn't know what SAG, it's the Screen Actors Guild. It's the acting union. Yeah, and then there's the DGA, which is what I would like to be a part of, which is the Directors Guild of America, which is the Directors Union.
Directors Guild of America, yeah.
Yeah. Also, listening back to this podcast, whenever we whisper into the microphones, no one can hear what we're saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So we can't really do the ASMR.
So no one can hear this.
And you whisper really loud like this. You probably can, but yeah, no one's gonna hear that.
But you can hear this, right?
Yeah.
It's your boy. Thanks for that plug.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Follow
It's your boy.
on social
Instagram.
media.
Yeah, it's at Carson. That's Davis.
Yeah, it's not. It's your boy. It should be though. Is that in your bio?
No.
You removed it. You're trying to get that off of your name.
Yeah.
Except for
It's your boy.
I'm bringing it back and making you hold on to it.
Thomas made me do it, and now he's making me keep it.
Do you want to get in the backstory of that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so we did the morning show of Jacket TV of Rockwell High School called Jacket TV. I directed. Carson was an anchor. When he first got in there, because he auditioned to be on the show. But when you first got in there and you made it and you were on your first show, you were just kind of saying like, "Good morning, Rockwell. It's Carson Davis."
I'm
right?
Carson, yeah.
Whatever. And then,
But it was more up here.
yeah, yeah, this is pre-pubescent Carson Davis.
That's disgusting. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, but anyways, one day, I mean, Carson's always had these like euphemisms, like something that he'll say for about like 5 weeks and then
Yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, that was epic was
Yeah,
one that
that
he
was
did
one.
like 6 years after people stopped saying that was epic.
Yeah, because I just found it funny.
You'd always say like, well, anyway, one of them was like your
Yeah.
boy, right?
Yeah,
Like, it's your boy.
yeah, yeah.
And we were kind of joking about like,
Yeah.
oh, what if you did that on the show one day?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, do it. And you were like,
And then I chickened out last minute, and you're like,
Yeah.
director's orders. If you don't do it, I'm cutting you off the show. Like you had that power.
like I couldn't even do that. I couldn't do that. But you were like a sophomore, and I was like, let's try an intimidation factor.
Yeah.
But anyways, when did you do it?
Like 20 shows in.
20 shows, which probably was well into the year.
Like 4 weeks.
Well, I think it was that year that we didn't get a show off the ground for like the first semester.
Well, whatever. The listeners don't care.
Yeah, but anyways, he said it on the show, and then it became a daily thing. People started going up to him in the hallways and saying, "Your boy,
Yeah.
it's your boy,"
They did do that.
and they, I think, still would do that.
Yeah, they still do. And here's the thing: I would go to restaurants, and I wouldn't have to pay for my meal because they'd be like, "It's your boy."
Bullcrap.
I swear.
Where did this happen?
Chiloso.
Chiloso. Someone said, "I'm paying for your boy's meal."
He didn't pay. He was a worker. He just let me slide.
What?
Yeah. I
He-
have friends at Chiloso, but this wasn't somebody I knew.
Wow.
Yeah. That's when
Yeah,
I
hey,
knew.
you know what? You're welcome
Yeah, hey, thank
You're
you,
welcome for
Thomas.
that
Thank
free
you,
meal,
Thomas. You
okay?
yeah, thank you,
for
Thomas.
pushing you to do that.
Hey, let's talk about this. Let's talk about Christmas shopping. I think this is a good.
Yeah, we're recording this episode. I picked Carson up this morning at 7:30.
7:30.
That's
He
an
called
unreasonable-
me at 7 to make sure I was up.
That's
ready to
an
roll.
wildly unreasonable time to be having a fun conversation. So if this podcast is below your standards, I apologize.
Yeah, your boy's trying to wake up.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what Carson has to do later today? Guess why we are recording this at 9:00 in the morning? He's got to wrap Christmas presents.
I got to wrap gifts.
Hey guys, it's Sunday. Christmas Eve is on Tuesday.
Okay, listen to this though. So my family, we have 3 different Christmases for one family.
Oh, really? We have 2.
It's because now here, listen to this. This is kind of weird. My my paternal grandmother and grandfather and aunt and cousin, aunt. Don't make fun of me for saying aunt, please.
It's an aunt. I say aunt.
Okay, it's a Texan thing though. But
Say aunt?
yeah, most people
really?
say aunt.
Guys, let us know. Do you say aunt or aunt?
Yeah, hey,
Anyways,
hey.
continue, Carson.
Yeah, so my first Christmas we have on the 23rd, and that's just like with my dad, my sister, my mom,
Your
my-
immediate family.
but then my grandparents and aunt, whatever. Right?
Yeah, that's what my first Christmas
Yeah.
is too.
And then here's where it gets better. The 24th, we have our big Christmas.
So the day before?
The day before Christmas. So after
Oh.
the 23rd, we have like my great aunt, all of my cousins. It's like their side of the family with
Yeah.
my side, with my grandparents and aunt and cousin, whatever.
Yeah.
And then on Christmas Day, Santa Claus comes.
Okay, so you have like. Okay, so yeah, then
And then on the
Tomorrow.
26th,
your Christmas starts.
we have I have my maternal Christmas. So technically I have 4 different.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You must have a big family. I've
I
never
think
met any.
they're
of your
just
family.
extra.
I think I've met your dad before.
Yeah, you've met my dad.
He didn't want us to drive on the highway.
Yeah, he's big on that. He doesn't like when I drive on the highway. In fact, this morning, he was half asleep, and I told him I was going to Thomas's. He said, "Don't go on the highway."
Has he had like a bad experience on the highway or
No.
something? Like,
No,
so what? I don't understand then.
I don't. I think it's just a protection thing.
Okay. I mean, you know what? Respect.
Hey,
Highways do suck though.
they do.
I've been on the highway a lot more than I would have
Yeah.
liked to this past 5 months.
Yeah. Let's talk about Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
We kind of went on a tangent there. I'm going to just actually, before we go into that, I just want to talk to our audience and just say this episode is going to be very Christmas oriented.
Yeah, so we apologize
Or holiday.
if you're not
holiday.
if you don't
no,
celebrate
no,
Christmas.
no, I'm not talking like that. Holiday oriented. I'm just saying this isn't, I think
We'll
the
cut that
film
out.
portion of Real Talk
Yeah.
is going to be fading this episode.
Yeah.
Just what is there to talk about?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
just
There's nothing to talk about.
we talked about the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
Oscars.
We've talked
hey,
about everything we could possibly talk about.
I did put it on our calendar for when they announce Oscar nominations.
When
though.
do they announce?
I think January 13th. Let me just double check that though.
13th.
But you know what? Go into your Christmas story.
Yeah, so
Christmas shopping
Christmas
story.
shopping. How do you guys feel about that? Or holiday shopping, buying gifts for others. How do you guys feel about that? Let's like, some people, a lot of my family members, they like to just ask, "What do you want?" You tell them, and that's what you're getting, and it ruins all of the element of surprise.
It does because like the past couple of years, my family's just been like, all right, it's like November now, send us links.
Yeah.
So I'll like literally email my
Yeah.
grandparents Amazon links.
Well, what I do is my grandfather will call me saying, "Hey, Carson, I'm going to give you my credit card. Do you have a pen and paper?"
Oh my god.
And I go and buy it and send it to their house. They go through the trouble of wrapping it, so when I open it,
Yeah, at that point it's just
give me
kinda takes
like
it
let me
all
just
out.
order it myself. you
yeah.
know? But
No,
I
and-
respect the drip.
Well, and you know, this Christmas I've been fortunate enough because I've had a job down in Waller the past like 5 or 6 months or so.
Waller.
Yeah, Waller, Texas. I've been doing videography for a school district, so I've been blessed this Christmas to actually be able to like get people nice gifts.
What are you getting
So-
me?
Well, I'm getting you the gift of being on Real Talk.
Thanks.
I'll get you something. I'll get you something.
I didn't get you anything, Thomas.
Well, that's okay. I'll just be the better person. Again, it's a season of receiving, so at least someone
Can I
gets to
have
receive.
this?
Can you have my Apple Pencil?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but so my grandpa, we went Black Friday shopping, and my grandpa has been. Well, we went Black Friday shopping on that Thursday, so Thanksgiving. And we went to Walmart, and like that evening, my grandpa was like, kind of telling us about like his troubles that he's been having with his iPad, because I think that's an old person thing.
I think every old person has technological struggles.
Yeah, but it's just like, does every old person have an iPad?
They have to. My grandparents still have the first generation iPad.
Yeah,
It's like
they
5
They
pounds.
didn't upgrade until like last year for the first one.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was having trouble with it. It was like the screen was doing something crazy, or
Yeah.
it would like, you know how like whenever you drop it or something, the display gets cracked or something.
Yeah.
It would do that, except the display wasn't like damaged. So I don't know. Anyways, we went to Walmart on Black Friday, and they had these iPads on sale. You get an iPad for like $200. It was like the new one,
This one?
Not that one, no, but the new one that they released that's Apple Pencil compatible.
Yeah.
They released it in September this year, so it's like their newest. I think the 7th generation. But yeah, we were just like, shoot, all right. So me and my sisters grabbed that, and then we wanted to give it to him before he went out and bought a new one, because we knew that would be soon. So we gave that to him as soon as we got back. And that was a nice moment. That was a nice moment. He had a little bit of tears in his eyes.
Oh, that's sweet.
The season of giving and
Receiving.
receiving and receiving.
And giving.
Receiving and giving. But yeah, so my Christmases have always been, so we just have them here. So this is actually my last Christmas in this house.
That's
A
sad.
little sad. I've had every Christmas of my life in this house.
Was this your first home?
Well, so when I was like 2,
Yeah.
I lived in another house,
Yeah, so technically
out
you
of
had a
Mesquite,
Christmas when
so-
you were 1.
I guess. I don't know, but yeah, we're moving now, so this will be our last Christmas in this house.
And this will also most likely be the last Real Talk episode recorded in this house.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we're gonna be moving to the new location.
All 3 of us.
But anyways, we always have, so it's like our immediate family, me, Grace, Mandy, my mom and dad. We're all here, and then my grandma and my grandpa on my mom's side, and then my great aunts on my mom's side all come over, and they usually spend the night. We wake up early, we do the whole Christmas thing, and that's our Christmas day. So before that, we don't have any Christmases. Saturday after Christmas every year, then we have our gigantic Christmas with the entire family, and that's always a big deal. So we're doing that in our new house.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're trying to get that put together. So yeah, I mean, it's usually like we'll have like literally everyone you can think of in our family.
Am I invited? Am I family?
Yeah, you know what? You can come if you want to. But yeah, it's usually like everyone you can think of in our family who's like still with us. Yeah, Carson, it just happens. People get old.
I know, but
This
you
is
didn't
the
have
circle-
to say it that odd.
Circle of life. Is that how that goes?
He probably didn't need to do that.
Yeah, hey guys, you missed it because before this started, we were both singing Michael Jackson's "Man in the Mirror" into the microphones.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, but you can't get it due to copyright.
Gonna make a change. Hey, did you have yeah. Did you have a comment you wanted to make about Michael Jackson?
No, I didn't.
Because you did before the show. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, but that's my Christmas, and then we'll usually do like a white elephant thing and cater some like barbecue.
How do you feel about white elephant?
I hate white elephant. Okay, I was at work last week,
And y'all had white elephant?
well, they had a white elephant.
Did
right?
you
And
participate?
They sent out an email that said, "If you would like to participate,
Staff
it's on this
email.
day, right?
Yeah.
And then bring your gifts here. We'll have them all set up." So I said, "No, I'm not going to participate in this, right?
Yeah.
I don't like standing up in front of crowds.
No.
You know, I don't like having to put on a show for people.
Yeah. Isn't that what we're doing right now?
Yeah, but I mean, it's like be fake. I'm not being fake right now,
That's true.
You know?
You're just being real.
right?
Real talk.
You're listening to Real Talk.
Thanks for the plug.
Yeah. No, but like you know how it is. Like when you're in a professional setting, you got to like kind of put on your face for people and like laugh at all their jokes and shit like that. And I just wasn't feeling that, so I was like, I'm not going to participate in a white elephant, which isn't a big deal because you just don't buy a gift. It's not like
Yeah,
you
it's not like you have
participate
to, yeah.
and you take someone else's gift and someone ends up. So it's not a big deal. But it was at a luncheon. That is
Luncheon.
the worst, dude. That's the worst adult word.
A luncheon?
A luncheon. It's just lunch. Why is there an
Why does
EON
there have
on
to
it?
be a luncheon?
Why is it a luncheon? I don't even know. I mean, let's look up
look up the
definition of luncheon.
And lunch.
Eon, luncheon. It's such a weird word. So it basically translates to a formal lunch or a formal word for lunch. So basically, this word does not need to exist in the English language because we already have one for that, and it's called lunch. Anyways,
I don't like the word lunch.
you don't like. Well, we've said it so many times at this point where it sounds weird.
And it just
Well,
spelled weird. It looks
what do you-
weird on paper.
Actually, like it kind of looks a little bit cringy when you look at it.
Lunch.
Lunch.
Just everybody, close your eyes. Okay, all our listeners, I just want you to close your eyes. And I want you to think of a calm, peaceful setting. Now I want you to open your eyes. And I want you to just say out loud, lunch!
Jesus Christ.
That's so weird.
Yeah, lunch is not a good word. You've convinced me. Anyways,
Yeah, I totally just got everybody on
so we're just gonna call everything luncheon now.
luncheon.
Anyways, this has been a terrible tangent. What I was talking about, white elephant.
Yes,
I didn't participate, but I still had to go to the lunch and like watch everyone else participate. Right. Well, then my boss Sarah.
Shout out.
Turns out she was gonna participate.
Shout out to Sarah.
Shout out to Sarah. Hey, if you're listening, Sarah, thank you. She participated. Turns out she couldn't be there, so she said, "Hey, Thomas, you want to play for me?"
You didn't bring anything.
Oh no,
Thomas.
Well, no,
Thomas
I was
didn't bring
playing with
anything.
her gift, so I would have to like go up there and get the gift, and then like get her something, right? But I'd still have to participate. Well, basically, she was like, "Give me something good," you know.
Of course.
You know what I
No
walked
pressure.
out? Do you know what I walked out of there with?
No.
So okay, so you know those old like boxes that VHS tapes used to come in?
Yeah.
It was like that, but it was like a double, so it was like a bit thicker.
Yeah.
It was that, but on the inside, instead of it being two VHS tapes, it was a puzzle. It was a 1,000-piece puzzle of the Breakfast Club poster. That's what I walked out of there with.
It's not bad.
It was the worst one in there.
Really?
Yeah. There was amazing things. And Carson, while we're on this, so the other person that worked in our department, her name's Kathy. She was there with me, right? And it came time for her. Someone had gotten a pillow. You know those like sequence pillows where you like flip it
Yeah.
and it like
Yeah.
so it was that, right? Gold on one side.
Silver on
You
the other.
flip it to the other side, Nicolas Cage's face. And I said, if you steal that, I will give you $10 right now.
Yeah.
So she stole it. She stole it, and I was like, yes, dude. I'm walking out of here
Is
with
that
a
it right
Nicolas.
there?
I'm walking out of here with a Nicolas Cage pillow. And then, here's what happened. Someone stole it, and I walked out of there with the puzzle. Okay? I didn't get anything from me. sad day. Well, Friday comes. We're doing we're
Friday.
doing a little office Christmas, right?
Yeah.
She gets me that pillow, dude. And I've got it sitting on my desk right here. Entertain the people while I grab it.
So right now, Thomas is getting up from his chair. He's going over across the room to retrieve his Nicolas Cage sequin
All right.
pillow.
Hold on. I'm going to reveal it to you. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Where do you buy something like
Dude,
this?
it's on Amazon. If you just search like $10 like white elephant gifts, the dumbest crap comes up. Is that not the dumbest thing you've seen in your life?
That's so stupid.
But anyways,
So
I got that, and it's like that's gonna be a family heirloom, dude.
I'm giving this to my firstborn.
When my firstborn turns 18, he's getting a sequins Nicolas Cage pillow to put on his first couch.
Just when you think you're just laying on a regular pillow, just flip the sequins over and you'll witness.
Well,
magic.
that's the fun part. You can just so I think for my family Christmas on Saturday, I'm gonna just throw that on the couch, right?
Yeah.
But not with his face revealed, and then just watch as people discover what lies beneath.
What life? These are the days of our lives.
We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. Did you watch that movie?
National Treasure.
Yes.
Did you watch part 2?
I watched all of them.
They were kind of fire.
They were
like
good.
As a kid.
Yeah, you kind of watch them now, and you're like, this is kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of cheesy now.
The first one's kind of fun though, because I mean, it's the greatest heist of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, this definitely beats like all of the Ocean's movies.
We're gonna be able to get into the Library of Congress by putting lemon juice on it.
Well, the Library of Congress came first, I believe.
You don't have to be so... Thomas, just let me get away with the joke. Why do you have to make everything...
I gotta make your life hell, Carson. What? Don't throw Nicolas Cage. Anyways. Christmas shopping. So you've done it.
Yeah, I did it. So, yeah. We're running out of things to talk about.
Yeah, this episode, guys, I'm so sorry. This episode, we're flying through. You know what? Let's get into this. We're gonna talk about a recommendation of the week.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right. So mine. You want to start first?
Yeah, I'll start first. My recommendation of the week. Thomas and I both actually wasn't planned. We just kind of fell into it. We both are recommending 1-hour stand-up specials.
I'm a big comedy fan.
Me too. So my recommendation of the week is called Walk Your Way Out. It's available on Netflix, and it's with the one and only legendary Bill Burr.
The Boston Madman, dude.
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
awesome.
Shout out to the Monday Morning Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Burr.
He does have that podcast.
Hey, Bill Burr, can you phone into Real Talk one day?
Yeah, I'd be so intimidated to talk to him.
I would
Because
love
he just
that.
trashes
would
everyone he
just
talks
roast
to.
you. He would
Dude.
just roast you.
Yeah, it'd be terrible. If he listened to this podcast,
He
dude,
would just shake
there's
his head.
no way he'd even think it's worth his time.
Yeah, but maybe he'd think it's worth his time to roast us.
Yeah, probably. But anyway, Bill Burr is amazing. He's got a different style of comedy where it's not so written.
Yeah.
It's more like well, actually that's both of our recommendations this week have a very high contrast in the way that they perform.
Yeah.
But Bill Burr is more of like a rant kind of style where he just goes on like a rant about one thing in particular and makes it funny, you know? And he's so good at it.
Yeah,
too.
he's
it's hilarious.
mastermind.
He's got a hilarious bit that I love about cruise ships and what he would do if he was a
best.
dictator.
Yeah, that's the
He's
best.
like-
Don't ruin.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
won't.
best part of
I
Walk
won't.
Your
I
Way
won't
Out.
ruin it. But guys, is that
It's a
on
20-minute
that? Is
bit.
it on that
Yeah,
special?
Yeah, it's on this. Special.
Okay. Yeah. Head over to Netflix. Listen to where is it? Walk Your Way Out by Bill Burr. He's an amazing comedian. And you know what? My comedian. He is definitely my
He's
all-time.
yours.
He's definitely, he's mine. No, dude, he would shoot me in the face if he ever even saw me. He didn't even know who I am. But he's ruthless. This guy is my all-time favorite comedian because his jokes are genius. It's so perfectly written. He's kind of people call him the master of one-liners.
Yeah, he is good.
It's a packed show. So whenever you watch it, it's just like, here's a joke, and that joke's over. Next joke. So you get so many jokes.
Yeah.
Anthony Jeselnik. And if you want a little bit of a taste as to what kind of comedian he is, the name of his special is Fire in the Maternity Ward. This is his newest one. He had one that come out a couple years ago called Thoughts and Prayers, which is kind of what got me on to Anthony Jeselnik. Then he did Fire in the Maternity Ward, I think this April.
Yeah.
And it was fire. It was amazing.
It was fire.
Yeah.
Was it fire in the maternity ward?
Babies burning everywhere, dude. It's amazing. Not the babies, but the special. But yeah, Anthony Jeselnik so his goal is kind of like, it's not so much to make you laugh. I'll put it in his words. He said, "My goal is to make you hate me, but laugh anyways."
That's
right?
good. That's good. Yeah.
So,
I know
and
was
he
a
does
writer
a
on
great
lot of
job.
late night shows for a while.
He was what?
He was a writer on a lot of.
Yeah, he
late
wrote
night show.
for Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because he said that they couldn't use any of his jokes because they were so dark. Like he's like, dude, I can't say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you want to hear all those jokes, you can head over to Netflix, listen to Thoughts and Prayers and Fire in the Maternity Ward. He's also got a podcast with his friend Greg Rosenthal. And so they got a podcast called the Jeselnik and Rosenthal Vanity Project.
Why don't we call ours the Milder and S. Davis Vanity?
S. Davis is your last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. The Vanity Project. Because his is the only podcast in existence that says Vanity Project. And that would be a blatant ripoff.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
True. Yeah, but he's one of my all-time favorite comedians. Who else do you listen to?
Comedian-wise?
Yeah.
I listen to... Who else do I listen to?
I know you listen to Dave Chappelle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What'd you think of his new special?
I liked it, actually.
I liked it too. It was kind of polarizing.
Yeah.
Not
what
everyone
I love
liked
about Dave Chappelle is how he's able to make you laugh and then make you think in 1 hour.
Yeah.
He provides a lot of political and social commentary that you really don't get everywhere else.
Yeah,
you know?
what was that one bit that he did where it was like, sometimes I like to come up with the punchline first.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just so good at making jokes that I just put it in a fishbowl. I grab one out and then I try and make a joke with that ending.
Yeah, so I kicked through it.
No, don't spoil.
I know.
You can't spoil.
I know. Well, he says that first.
Yeah.
And then he tells the story. It makes you forget what the punchline even was.
Yeah,
and then he says it and you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you are a boss, aren't you, Dave Chappelle?
Yeah. When you can tell them what the punchline is going to be and he still surprises you when he says the punchline.
Yeah.
That's pretty genius.
That is genius.
Yeah. He's always got his jewel with him on stage, too.
Yeah, he does. And one time he asked a dude for a lighter in the middle of for like a cigarette in the middle of his performance.
Yeah, well, because he used to smoke.
Yeah.
I guess that's better. Yeah, I listen to all the comedians I listen to though have podcasts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
I don't think Dave Chappelle.
I don't know about Dave Chappelle. I don't listen to him that much, but I know Tom Segura.
I've not watched him.
He's very funny. He's got a podcast called Your Mom's House.
Joe, hey, have you met
Joe Rogan?
Have you met Joe?
Joe
Mama.
Oh,
I got
I
you.
knew you were gonna
Thomas.
do that.
I got you.
God damn it! I said Joe Rogan because we're talking about podcasting and comedians.
Joe Mama.
Joe Rogan is a far better podcaster than a comedian, in my opinion.
Well, yeah.
Let's see, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer. You seen him?
Nope.
Fat guy takes his shirt off.
Nope. I like Jerry Seinfeld though.
Jerry Seinfeld, dude.
I like comedians in cars getting coffee. I love that.
I like that show, but I mean, Seinfeld's a little, in my opinion, he's funny on the show, but I think as a person, he's a little pretentious.
Hey, does he not have the right to be? He made $1 billion off that show.
Well, okay, you know what? Let's watch a video. How about that? We haven't done that. YouTube.
What video?
When Jerry Seinfeld appeared on Larry King.
That is so good. I love that joke. I love when Jerry Seinfeld just roasts him. He gets mad at him.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, he's got a point, but like, I don't like him. for bringing it up.
I love Jerry Seinfeld. I'm sorry, guys.
It's a 60-second clip. Here, let's see. All right. Got to bring it up on the television, on the Real Talk television.
Yeah, we have a television up in here.
How long?
9 years, 180 episodes.
You
Talking
gave it
about
up,
Seinfeld.
right?
I did. So.
They didn't cancel you. You canceled them.
You're not aware of this?
No, I'm asking you.
You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression
Have
that I got
hurt you?
canceled?
Have I hurt you, Jerry?
I thought that was pretty well documented.
Don't
This is
most shows
is this
go
still
down?
CNN?
Don't most shows go down a little?
Most people do also.
But
What a roast!
Yeah, no, I went off the air. I was the #1 show on television, Larry.
You were
Do you know who I am?
Jewish guy, Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay.
75 million viewers last
Okay.
episode.
Boy, you don't
was
take
like
it so
10.
bad.
Dude, Larry King is like,
Difference
Jesus.
between being canceled and being #1.
Okay, I'm sorry. We'll be right back.
Jeez.
B-movie opens. B-movie
A
opens.
resume in here for me?
B-movie
that
opens
Larry can go
tomorrow.
over?
Was he promoting the B movie?
We'll be right back.
Oh, dude, that just makes it so much better. Oh. You know, as we started the show, Carson was watching something for the B movie. He said,
Yeah,
"Is the B
it's like-
movie sped up?" But the word "B" is not sped up, right?
Yeah, it was like the B movie 3,000 times speed, except for the word B.
Yeah. You know, they have that same thing with like the Wolf of Wall Street, where it gets sped up every time they say the F word.
Because it's like every 2 seconds.
I think I think that whole video is like 2 minutes long.
Really?
Yeah.
You
I mean,
can-
let me look at it. Wolf of Wall Street, but every time. Let's see. Every time I swear it gets fast. Oh, it's 9 minutes. Okay. Let's see.
Stratton Oakmont.
The world of investment being the best. Trained
So it goes a while without it saying anything. But right here is where it picks up whenever it freeze frames on the midget.
Yeah.
Do you say midget these
No,
days?
you can't. It's little people.
Midget's out?
Please, Thomas.
Dude, they're
stop.
taking everything.
You gotta get with the program, bro.
This is,
I'm aware. You're not aware, Thomas. You gotta stay up.
well, I haven't
to date.
seen one in a long time. So like I never have
Please,
to like.
You're making me very uncomfortable.
Okay, sorry. Such a classic movie, though.
My name is Jordan Belfort. Not him. Me. That's right. I'm a former member of the middle class raised by two accountants.
Yeah,
in a
so
tiny
it's sped
apartment
up
in Bayside,
120%.
Queens.
Let's skip forward a little bit.
I also gamble like a degenerate. I drink like a fish. I fuck hookers.
Okay.
Probably should not.
You were not
play
gonna watch
this
this,
on the.
yeah. I didn't think you'd actually be able to hear it.
Yeah, me too. I thought it'd just be like.
Yeah. Well, we're going away from that.
Well,
Wow. Gets up to 5,080% speed.
well, isn't it? Doesn't it have the most cuss
Yeah,
words
it's
in a
got
movie?
like 500 or something like that. We talked about that on one episode, I think.
Really?
Yeah. But anyways, guys, this podcast it's had a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, we're sorry about this one.
Um,
You hit us on an off day.
yeah.
You hit us on an off day.
This is you know, and it's a little bit different. We weren't as warmed up.
No, we weren't.
Woke up at 7 this morning. For
Yeah,
this.
I wasn't awake.
That's not-
I woke up under the weather.
Dude, yeah, so did I. My lips were dry. My throat was dry. The whole thing is just, it wasn't a good. Anyways, let's just end this. Jesus Christ.
Well,
Stop listening
hey.
to this. What?
Remember that Real Talk is brought to you by you.
Real talk. Guys. Real talk is brought to you by you. We love doing this podcast, but guys, it takes so much time. Okay? If you want to support us, you can do so. Guys, you can donate money. You don't have to. You don't have to. But you should. And we would want you to. As little as 99 cents a month. Guys, that's $12 a year. $12. It costs more to get a burger from Whataburger. $12. Help us make this show better so that every show does not sound like this one. Visit Real Talk on anchor.fm to become a supporter. Merry Christmas Eve to you all.
It's Christmas Eve, and you're listening to Real Talk. Thomas and I want to wish you a very happy holiday. We love you. We're grateful for you. And thank you for letting us partake in the joy of recording Real Talk. Happy holiday. We love you. So long.
You're listening to Real Talk.